So today we want to study alkanes and how to name alkanes. Okay. So the simple definition that can give to alkanes, say that they are saturated hydrocarbons. Say saturated hydrocarbon because when you have a carbon and all its octet electrons are used for bonding, we say it's saturated. Meaning all the outermost electrons are used in bonding. And then it's hydrocarbon because it's a compound formed from only two elements, that is hydrogen and then carbon. So hydrogen and carbon coming together to form the compound, and this compound is saturated. The carbon is saturated. So that's basically the definition for alkane. And alkanes are non-reactive. They are non-reactive because all the outermost electrons being used in bonding, and then they don't expect to give out any electron or accept any electron again. So we say alkanes are non-reactive in general. So this tutorial is basically to help us know how to name our alkanes. And then we can name the alkanes by knowing the general formula for alkanes. And all alkanes have this general formula CnH2n plus 2. So this is the general formula for alkanes. So the N changes. The N can change. So let's start by naming the alkanes by starting from N equal to 1. So when N is equal to 1, it means that our formula will change to this way. So N is now 1, so we replace N by 1. Our H2, our N here has been changed to 1, so let's put 1 there plus 2. So our C is 1, so this one is not necessary to write it here again. So write as C, H2. 2 times 1 is 2 plus 2. So you have a C, H. 2 plus 2 is 4. And then this alkane is called methane. It's called methane. So we move on to the next alkane on the homologous series. And then I made the term, I said homologous series because when I talk about homologous series, I'm talking about a group of compounds with the same molecular formula and the same chemical properties. So first one, we have methane here. Let's say when N is equal to 2, what will happen? We need the same formula. So the point is that we just have to change the N here. So I have C, the N has been changed to 2, H2, the N has been changed to 2, plus your 2 here. So you have C, 2 times 2 give 4, H4 plus 2. 4 plus 2 is 6. So I have CH, C2H6, and this alkane is called ethane. So we move on to the next hydrocarbon, and then we say that when N is equal to 3, it means that our formula will change. C3, H2, and then the 3 come here plus 2. C3, okay, C3. 2 times 3 gives us 6. So we have H6 plus 2, which will be equal to C3, 6 plus 2 gives us 8. And this compound is called propane.
move on to when our n keep on increasing, when n is equal to 4. When n is equal to 4, it means that our formula becomes C4H24 plus 2. And then we have C4. This time we give it 8. 8 plus we give it 10. So C4H10. And this alkane is called butane. Let's move on to when our n is equal to 5. When our n is equal to 5, our formula now becomes C5H25 plus 2. So you have C5H. 2 times 5 give us 10. 10 plus 2 give us 12. C5H12. And the name of this alkane is called pentane. Let's move on to when our n increases to 6. When n is equal to 6, what happens to, or what's the name of the hydrocarbon, the alkane that we get? So you have C changing to S, H2, 6 plus 2. So I have C6. This time this give us 12. 12 plus 2 give us 14. H14. And this is called hexane. It's called hexane. Okay. Let's move on to when our n, when n is equal to 7, it means our compound now becomes C7H2, 7 plus 2. So C7, 2 times 7 will give us 14 plus 2 will give us 16, H16. And this compound is called heptane. Let's move on to when n is equal to 8. Our formula now becomes C8H28 plus 2. You have C8. 2 times 8 is 16. 16 plus 2 gives us 18. And this compound is called octane. So basically, we can continue from 9, 10, 11, 12. But with this, I think we can all begin or have the basic understanding of how we name the compound or the alkanes. The key to know here is that when the C is equal to 1, we start by saying that met. And then the name, the family of the alkane is called alkane. So the last word or the last 3 letters is called ane. So we combine the met and the ane together so that we get the methane. So when our C is equal to 2, we begin by saying X, and then we add the last family name, that's the ane. So we get ethane. When C is equal to 3, when C is equal to 3, we begin by saying prop, and then we add the name of the alkane, that's ane, propane. When C is equal to 4, we begin by saying but, and we add the family name ane, so have butane. C is equal to 5, we start by saying pent, and add the family name ane, pentane. C is equal to 6, we start by saying hex, add the family name, that is ane. When C is equal to 7, we start by writing hep, and then add the family name ane. so it become heptane. So actually, this is how we name all the alkanes. Thank you.